What's up, world? It's your girl, Felicity Brown, host of this All Say It Then podcast. Yo, this is the podcast that may just motivate your day. So make sure you turn me up while I break the bullshit down. Yo, what's up, guys? This is your hostess with the mostest opinion, Felicity Brown, and I want to welcome you guys to our very 7th episode of this All Say It Then podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to a new episode. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting this podcast, and we are now at our 7th episode. So, guys, today on the podcast, I'm going to talk to you guys about knowing that your time is coming. Be patient. Your time is coming. We're also going to talk about do not belittle marital problems, especially when it comes to cheating and when it comes to a potential another child being in the picture. So that has something to do with the Wendy Williams situation, but I'm going to jump into all of that. So stick around. Diva. Oh, okay. You're not going to say it? I'll say it then. Okay, guys. The message I want to share with you all today is your time will come in due time. Everything that's worth having is worth the wait that you are going through right now. Stop comparing yourself to what other people are doing in the time frame that they are doing it, and believe in you. Believe that your time is coming. What God has for you is only for you, and only you will get it. You can believe that. Trust me on that one. You just have to wait a little longer, keep grinding a little harder, and you will get to where you want to go. For those of you out there like, damn, my dreams haven't happened yet, keep working on your dreams. I'm telling you, because that breaking point, when you be like, this is it, I've had enough, that's when you'll realize that whether or not this is for you. When you get to that breaking point, well, if you are the person that is dedicated to your dream and you realize this is for you, you're going to keep going, and right then, you'll succeed. Because so many people come so close and fall. Keep going. Trust in yourself. Trust in your dream. If you become to your breaking point and you gave up, then that just wasn't for you. It just wasn't for you. But if you truly believe in your heart what you are doing, what you are working for, what you are grinding for is for you, no one can take that from you. All you got to do is keep going. All you got to do is keep grinding, and you will get there. You have to keep working. You have to keep working. Too many people give up on their dreams. They settle, and then they go work a job that they really don't want to be in. They go deal with something that they really don't want to deal with because they didn't believe in themselves enough to keep going. I'm not saying force something that may be a good opportunity, forcing it. I'm saying don't give up on what your heart truly desires. Chase your dreams. And I really don't like to call these things dreams. I like to set goals. That's what I tell my husband. I don't dream, I set goals. Set small goals. That way you know you are accomplishing something. So no, you turn around, you go to the bank, and you don't have multi-millions of dollars in your account. But when you look at that little goal that you wanted to hit, I want 100 followers right there. I want to save $100 right there. You feel a sense of accomplishment. Because believe it or not, all your grinding, just because you're not at the peak, you're not at your top yet, all your grinding that you're doing, it is benefiting you in some way. As long as you're keeping track of everything, and you're setting these goals and putting these goals into place. When you hit these goals, you're going to feel a sense of accomplishment. But only do this if you feel like what you're grinding for is what your heart truly desires. This is not for those people that be like, I want to have this job because this job is a good opportunity. No, this is for the people who want their dream to come true. Set little goals towards your dream and do everything in your power to accomplish that goal. If your goal, your dream is to have your own home, find out the market around you. Make it your goal to go look at 10 different houses. If you already know the financial state that you're in, make it your goal to say, I need X amount of dollars for my down payment. This month, I'm going to try to save $100. Even if you don't have $100 because you have bills, you have responsibilities to take care of, make it your goal of this month. I'm going to say $50. $50 isn't nothing on a house down payment, but it is a step in the right direction. If that's your dream, make sure you're walking in the right direction. If you're 40, 50 years old, you want to own your own home, that's still a boss move. Don't look at someone else who's like, well, I haven't gotten that yet. Or, oh, this is a good one. I come across this with a lot of friends. Everybody already got the degree. They already graduated college. They're doing this, they're doing that. And I'm still here at this school. So what? Continue to fight for your dream. Everything that's worth having is worth waiting for. I'm telling you. Be patient. Your time is coming. Nobody can take your moment away from you. Your time is coming. Keep going and keep grinding. It's going to be worth it. I promise you that. I promise you it is going to be worth it. No, you don't have your degree yet. Some of you may want a degree and you don't have it yet. But make sure you continue to go to school to get it. If you know you got to pay for that next semester and you don't have all that money at once, as you have bills to pay, make it your goal to put $100 aside every pay period so you can go back to school. Put $50 aside every pay period so you can go back to school. Make that your goal. No one is going to be like, oh, well, you're never going to do it. The only people that's going to say that to you is people who shouldn't be around you. And we already talked about that in a couple podcast episodes ago where I already told you, cut those negative people out your life. Be with that person that saved a little bit of money. You will eventually get there. You may not get there lightning fast in a hurry. We all can't be Barry Allen. We all can't be the Flash. But the tortoise did win the race. Take your time. Believe in yourself. Keep going. Your time is coming. Don't look around people around you and see what they have in the time frame that they got it. You don't know what they did to get what they have. You don't know what they endured to get what they had. You do not know. All you know is what people want you to know. That's it. That's all you know is what people want you to know, and what people put on social media is what they want you to know. You don't know how they got where they are. All you can do is focus on your hustle, your grind, and keep going. Keep going. Do not give up on your dreams. Please do not settle. Do not settle in life. I meet too many older people that be like, I wish I did this and I wish I did that. But they was in a situation where they wasn't financially stable. They may have kids. Other obligations came up. And they felt like they couldn't do it. Or I'll wait till when my kids are grown and go back to school. Or start school, then I'll go back to school. No. Set forth your goals now. The internet is powerful. You want to take that class and you don't have the time to go out? Try it on the internet. Dedicate that time that you might have spent hanging out with your friends. Use that time to do that online course. That time you spend going out to dinner and lunch and hanging out, sometimes you got to sacrifice something for something better. But that's not to say it's for that job opportunity, because jobs come and go. I'm talking about when it's your dream. Set goals into place to make sure you are accomplishing that dream. Set a goal every 2 weeks. For every 2 weeks in this year, where you want to be. Alter those goals if things change. But try to do something to make sure you are still moving forward. Too many people give up too soon. And they be too close. And they give up. Fight for what you want. Just be patient. Your time to shine. Ooh, when you shine, it's going to be so bright. Your time to shine, it is right around the corner. Okay, what the fudge, America? Or should I say, what the fudge, Wendy Williams? So, let me say this straight off the bat. My podcast does not cover celebrity gossip. I may talk about certain celebrity situations so I can tell you guys what I take from that situation and how it can affect me and how it can affect you and what we can gain from certain situations. But this is not a podcast about celebrity gossip. So I want to tell you guys, let me just jump into a little bit of Wendy Williams' situation. For those of you who may not know, Wendy Williams is a big TV show host. She covers celebrity gossip, and Wendy has been gone from her show for about a month. Now, my mom is a diehard Wendy Williams fan. If I can get her to a Wendy Williams show, I will take her. I catch a few episodes of Wendy Williams show here and there because my mom's a diehard fan. I'm very close to my mom, so that's what we watch. Now, Wendy has been gone from her show, like I said, for almost a month. And she said it was supposed to be like a week or two vacation. She takes vacation every year, like any other job. And she said the reason why she didn't come back, she says it has something to do with thyroids and medical conditions. I heard she had a shoulder injury and different things like that. And she says that's the reason why she came back late. Now, what the media talks about is her husband. Allegedly, her husband is having an affair with a woman who lives up the street, and allegedly this woman is pregnant with his child. These are rumors. These have not been confirmed yet, but this is what media is talking about. Now, we all thought that Wendy Williams was going to come out and say those rumors were false or those rumors were true, because Wendy has been gone from her show so long, and there has been allegations that her husband has been beating her and just a number of things that I've came across on the internet. And again, it's the internet. It may not be true. We don't know that. And Wendy has not said yes, and Wendy has not said no. Wendy acknowledged on her show that she sees what we see on the internet, and she said that don't ask her about her marriage, basically, and unless she's no longer wearing this, and she pointed to her ring. So allegedly all of these things are going on in her life, and they want to say that's why Wendy's been gone from her show. So I recap that. Let's close that. Let's throw that to the back of our head, just because of the fact that I needed to give you this information in order to tell you what I took from the situation. Wendy Williams said all marriages has problems, and she belittled the situation. Now, This is what I took from this that I want to tell you guys. When you are married and you are committed to someone, and if they go and cheat on you, and they have cheated on you, make sure you see some kind of marriage counselor. Make sure you speak to someone, even if it's the preacher in your church. Make sure you guys go and speak to someone about this, because you feel like the hard part is over once you forgive them. You feel like the hard part's over. They feel like the hard part is over. Well, the woman cheated or the man cheated, because everybody cheats. Yes, they cried and they begged for forgiveness, but you got to remember, they only begging for forgiveness is because they got caught. But make sure you get down to the real issue on why that happened in the first place. That's what I took from this situation that I want to address. When you're in a marriage is supposed to be a lifetime commitment. At least that's the mindset you're supposed to have when entering into a marriage. That this is forever. And if you guys have an agreement where I'm strictly for you and you are strictly for me, this is not the couples who are into an open relationship, swingers, things of that nature. I'm not addressing you guys. Live your best life. These are for people who are in a marriage where you're supposed to be with me, I'm supposed to be with you. Me and my husband has been together for about 8 years or so now, and that's the kind of marriage we have. I'm for you and you're for me. We don't indulge in activities outside of the relationship because those things are dangerous. You don't even want to first put yourself in a certain kind of situation. Now, why I brought Wendy Williams up is because she belittled her situation. I don't know if she belittled her situation because her husband has something to do with her show. I don't really know. And if she's saying that because she may be afraid that she can lose her show, or he's her manager or something like that. I don't know. This isn't a gossip podcast. The reason why I'm bringing this up to you is she belittled the situation. And I don't want women and men who may be hurting right now because they may have been cheated on to think cheating and having a baby outside your relationship is something you can belittle. That's why I'm bringing this up. I don't want no man or no woman to feel that because their spouse cheated is not a big deal, because you're hurting. And another thing is you need to see a counselor because you need to figure out why this happened in the first place. I'm not saying put the blame on you. It's not your fault they was disloyal. But you need to see what contribute to these kind of things, because there's always a better way to handle a situation. So you want to make sure you start handling the situation now before something like this happens, because a small issue can still be in the lining and can be continuing to develop that causes a relapse in judgment. So talk to your spouse. Talk with a counselor. Did you go out and feel like you needed to have relations with someone else? Was it just a fling? A lot of people want to call it a fling so you can feel like you can move past it, and sometimes there's other issues. Was it because you felt like I wasn't available to you physically and emotionally? Are you no longer attracted to me? Or do you think you're not ready to be in a committed relationship? You need to find out why this happened in the first place, that your spouse was able to go out and have relations with someone else. This isn't something you belittle, because it's basically like she shrugged it off. We've been together for a long time. It doesn't matter how long you've been together. Because you can be together in a relationship a long time doesn't mean it's a good relationship. You can be with someone for 20 years and that's just 20 years of a toxic relationship. The age of your relationship has nothing to do with the quality of your relationship. And that's what I wanted to make sure I touched on. Because I know a lot of people follow her. And listening to her say that and thinking about their own personal situation and feel like, well, those things happen. And, Wendy is going through this and they've been together and we've been together for this long. That's a long time too. So, no, you need to find out why that happened. Was it truly just a fling? Because even with that, you were disrespected on a certain level. Why did you lose that much respect for me that you could do something like that? And let me just say this too. It's not the other man's fault. It is not the other woman's fault. That is on your spouse. Yes, they have their own self-esteem issues if they're sleeping with a married man or a married woman. They got their own problems they need to work out. And then they may not have known. They might have been lied to just like you was being lied to. And they're hurting as well. But you need to figure out why that happened. Yeah, we all have them. They come and they boo-hoo these crocodile tears. And you feel like you love them. You've been together a long time. So you want to make it work. Making it work isn't saying, I forgive you. Making it work is seeking professional help to figure out why this happened in the first place. That's what is going to help your situation. You need to know why this happened in the first place. Not just say, well, he or she said they're not going to do it again. I trust that. I believe that. You're a fool because you trusted and believed that the first time. And this is why this happened. Because you weren't paying attention to small details. When someone is telling you you're not there, you don't have time, you're neglecting me, you're neglecting the relationship. Some people right out flat say, I'm not happy. And then you shrug it off and go ahead about your day. I'm not saying it's all your fault. What I'm saying is you need to find the root of this problem in order for this not to happen again. Forgiving them, putting your trust back in them, but you didn't really figure out what the motive was in the beginning, doesn't help your situation. Drugs is not the motive. Alcohol is not the motive. The other woman is not the motive. The other man is not the motive. Your spouse knows their commitment to you when you are married. They know that they're married. So all of that other BS they may tell you, that's not the truth. Even when you're out drinking, you know who you're drinking with. You know who you're getting high with. You know the chances you're taking. You know the situation you're putting yourself into. That happens before you even drink anything. There may be situations that could have been avoided, but they took that chance anyway, knowing something may happen. But you need to figure out, why did you take that chance? And then this happened. Why did you take a chance on our marriage? Why did you disrespect me? Why do you have me looking like a fool? Not, oh, baby, I'm sorry. You need to figure out what the issue is. Do not belittle your situation, because Wendy Williams on her show making it seem like she's belittled her situation. You don't know what's really happening in her life. Like I tell people all the time, people only let you know what they want you to know about them. Social media, they will only tell you what they want you to know about them. You don't know what she's doing at home. The only reason why I'm commenting on this, because I know a lot of people go through this heartache of being disrespected and cheated on. Or your spouse goes have a child outside of the relationship. You don't belittle this situation. If that is indeed her situation, because see, I don't know if that's indeed her situation because she hasn't confirmed it. And everything right now is up in the air. There are rumors. But I'm talking to the people who may be in this actual situation right now. Those are the people I'm talking to. Seek professional help if you really want to save and work on a relationship in which you cheated on someone and they don't trust you anymore, or you're the one who got cheated on. Do not go about this as they said I'm sorry in the forgiving route, because all it's going to do is cause other little problems in your relationship. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So long, farewell, something do. You didn't know I could sing, did you? Okay, guys, so we finally made it to the end of our very, 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 very 7th episode of this All Say It Then podcast. Thank you guys again for listening and supporting this podcast. It really, really, really means a lot to me. If you feel like the message I shared today needs to be heard by your friends and family, please feel free to share this on all social media outlets. If you're listening to me on a platform that asks you to comment, rate, subscribe, or follow, please do so. The feedback is very, very important to you, girl. Thank you guys again for listening to me. Oh yeah, I also created a YouTube channel where I upload my podcast. Subscribe to my YouTube channel in order to be inspired and to have fun. My YouTube name is Follow DivaTube. Thank you guys again for listening to this podcast. And until next week, Diva.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.